You know, I keep flogging the stay-at-home economy thesis, but there's one problem with the pure-play remote working stocks. They've all had these monster moves. So how about these less pure plays, the companies with some exposure to the stay-at-home economy that have other good things going? Consider the case of Palo Alto Networks, PANW. That's a major player in the cybersecurity space. This stock did get hammered during the meltdown, in part because they reported a suboptimal quarter near the end of February, right when everything was falling apart. Palo Alto is an enterprise software company, and most enterprises aren't exactly eager to spend a lot of money right now. But they also have a powerful stay-at-home kicker, helping businesses protect their networks from hackers as they rapidly scale up the remote work capabilities. And just this morning, Palo Alto announced that they're doubling down by acquiring CloudGenix for $420 million. Will that be enough to offset the gravitational pull of a much weaker economy? Let's take a close look with Nikesh Arora. He's the chairman and CEO of Palo Alto. Learn more about the deal and where the company's headed. Mr. Arora, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thank you for having me, Jim.
Okay, Nikesh, you got to start with the thing that's most important, which is that everyone is very worried about what's going to happen to their employees and very worried about what's going to happen in the future in terms of layoffs, but also in terms of health. What can you commit to do for Palo Alto?
Well, Jim, thank you for asking the question. At Palo Alto Networks, we preempted this a little bit. We were one of the few first companies to send people home, because we figured people need to get established at home to be able to work well remotely so that we can continue to serve our customers. So we put the health and safety of our employees first. We have been in constant communication. And last night, we announced the COVID relief fund and a pledge that management has your back. We have committed to no COVID-19 layoffs in our company because people are very insecure. People are concerned about whether they'll have a job when this economic thing comes back around. So we made a commitment that people are going to be protected, their jobs are protected, there'll be no COVID-related layoffs. Additionally, our board and the company has committed to contributing $4 million to match employees' donations, and we're asking our employees to donate up to $1 million or more. So we're hoping to have $5+ million raised very quickly. And the intent is to help our employees in need, first and foremost, to help our hourly wage workers, and 3, support the community that we're all in. So we've basically chosen to balance employees or people over profit in this short-term time frame because people are very concerned about what's going on around them.
And will that include the CloudGenix people who just were acquired?
Yes, of course.
Really?
Yes, of course. Everybody who's welcome is welcome to the Palo Alto Networks family. Once we acquire them, which should take 4 to 6 weeks, they're part of the family, and we don't make distinctions.
We are used to companies being bought and then people being fired. You are not doing that.
No, Jim, I think we will come out of this. I think we'll come out of this strong, both as an economy and as a company. I think what form the coming out takes can be up for debate, whether it's a slow, protracted comeback, which I think is more likely than not. But at that time, it is our time to hunker down, put our heads down, and continue to build great products, because we are in a position to continue to be the largest cybersecurity company in the world. And at times like this, it just shakes out the winners from the losers.
Now, this CloudGenix is important. You've got some great, you have a really good blog. And you have incredible, I have seen, not clicked on, but seen some of the things that you talked about. And they are so easy to click on, and I really want to. And they seem to be directed entirely to me, but they're brilliant. And CloudGenix flags them.
Well, Jim, there are 2 things going on out there. One of the things that's happened in the last few weeks, every enterprise, every company out there was ready for a 5 to 10% of their employees working remotely. Overnight, we've had companies come and call and say, we'd like 100% of our employees be able to work remotely. No drop in latency, high scalability, and full security. Now, this is not a word we had ever planned for. This is a word we had to evolve into, and we've had to pivot overnight. It's not just us. Some of your favorite names who you talk about are in the same space, but you always forget us. But we have a similar product. We've seen 1,000 customers trial our product in the last 2 weeks, just about going to remote secure access. So we're seeing a huge explosion in one trend, which is about working remotely from home. And second trend we're seeing is the bad guys are able to pull out their old tricks and use them again because people are working from home. Homes are not as secure as your enterprise. We're having to look at people. People are more likely to use their home laptops. In the last 2 weeks, 100,000 websites have registered coronavirus or cure. Now, 100,000 websites are not all legitimate. These are some of these websites are being stood up to be able to get into your credentials, to be able to compromise your email, to allow a road in back into your enterprise. And that's what we need to protect people from.
All right. Now, in your last quarter, you did say that you're incredibly candid, man. I've known that from the day I met you, which is one of the reasons I love you. You said, we had execution misses the last 2 quarters that didn't grow faster than the market. We're confident that it will grow at market or faster. It sounds like that those execution misses are the thing of the past. Is that fair to say?
Well, Jim, I have been really amazed and very proud of the team at Palo Alto Networks over the last 2 or 3 weeks. The way the company has handled itself, the way the team has stepped up to the challenge, the way they're out there working 7/24 with the customers, going out there and making sure stuff is out of the company, in the customer's hands and deployed. We've had school districts, we've had universities, we've taken them live in 48 hours. So I think the execution is back full on, and I'm hoping this will translate into a good outcome for the company in the future from an economic.
I want to talk about the COVID relief fund. We are now in New York. We went from 2 weeks ago where no one knew anybody, but it sounded bad, to now then to everyone knows someone who got sick, and now to everyone knows someone who died. You guys have a total lockdown out there. Obviously, I think that was a better public policy way to do it. Your COVID relief fund, is everybody safe?
Yes, everybody's safe. We've had a few cases like many companies, and we've been very careful about tracking who they've been in touch with internally. We've called every one of our employees and people who've been around them to make sure they're safe. I think the cases are in single digits. You can count them. So I think from that perspective, we're safe. But the fund is for more than that. There are employees who have a family of 2. Somebody else has got laid off. They work in the service industry. They need support. They need support to be able to work from home. They have 3 or 4 kids. They need support. That's what we're here for. The rest of the employees, 8,000 of us have banded together. I've foregone my salary, Jim, for the next year. We're going to contribute this into the fund. We're going to make sure this money is available for our employee base. We have hourly wage workers who work in our cafeteria, who work in security. These people have no idea when we're going to go back to work. We need to make sure that these people are supported. They need economic support in these times. We also want to make sure at the same time we support the community, whether we're in the community of Santa Clara or we're in Tel Aviv or we're in India. We need to make sure we have funds available to support all the great efforts that are ongoing to get us through this cycle of this COVID pandemic.
Wow. Hey, look, thank you for taking the pledge. Thank you for doing much more than the pledge. And I'm sure that your people, including CloudGenix, will be loyal for the rest of your life, for their lives, as they should be, because that's the right way to do it. Nikesh Arora, Chairman and CEO of Palo Alto Networks. I love the new data you gave us. I hope to see you soon, sir.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. Palo Alto, making some good changes. They have money to be back after the break.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.